There are three very distinct time frames of when you can submit a claim, and one thing that you need to know above all else. Starting with the time frames, I've separated this into something called a BDD, your first year within service, and then everything after that 1 year mark. BDD stands for the Benefits Delivery at Discharge. This is where active duty service members can submit claims between 180 to 90 days out. This makes service connection a bit easier when talking about the big three. The big three are the in-service event, a current diagnosis, and a nexus. If you are on active duty, you're going to want to take advantage of the BDD claims process. BDD claims do not guarantee service connection, but it's a lot easier to argue with the diagnosis that you received from active duty versus arguing that diagnosis 20 years later. The next time frame is within that 1 year after you leave service. There are presumptive conditions that if you're diagnosed within that 1 year time frame, the VA will assume service connection. The big three will always apply for every single claim regardless of when you submit it. But if you missed your time frame to submit a BDD claim, you're going to want to submit that claim within that 1 year because the last day of service acts as your intent to file date. The last time frame is after that 1 year mark, and the majority of veterans fall into this. After 1 year, it can be 1 year and 1 day, it can be 5 years, it could be 20 years. Depending on the time gap of your service and when you submit this claim, the VA could argue a fourth one, which is chronic and continuous. So even if you have medical evidence of your back hurting from service, but 20 years go by and there is zero medical evidence, the VA could deny your claim because this condition has not been chronic and continuous. The number one thing that matters above all else for every single VA disability claim are the big three. It's the in-service event, the current diagnosis, and the nexus. If you are missing any of those three, the VA will deny your claim and they will tell you which of those three you are missing. So if you are denied, combat that reason directly with new medical evidence in a supplemental claim. I'm going to link a video in the description that goes over the in-service event, the current diagnosis, and the nexus in more detail below.